Barack Obama even took the oath of office, you had Republicans already voting and approving his cabinet. And instantly, within like 1 or 2 days, you had 7 of his cabinet officials that were already approved. And the overwhelming majority of them were completely approved over the course of the next couple of weeks. That's it. Meanwhile, here's Donald Trump. He's got 2 of them. 2 of them. And the rest of them, he can't even get them through because the Democrats have been stopping and blocking him, basically being the party of no, when Republicans did not do that the other way around 8 years ago. Well, one of the people that's been stalled is Jeff Sessions. Now, it looks like probably today Jeff Sessions is probably going to be voted in as Attorney General. Okay, fine. It's about time. But in the meantime, we've been without an Attorney General. So, Sally Yates, who's left over from the Obama administration, she technically is the acting Attorney General. So you know what she did? She ordered Justice Department attorneys yesterday to defy Donald Trump's executive orders on immigration bans, the temporary halts on immigration from those 7 ISIS-infiltrated nations, and the 120-day temporary halt on refugees from those 7 nations. She ordered them to defy his orders and to not uphold them. Even though he's the President of the United States, these are things that are allowed to be done in executive orders. Okay? He's not changing American laws. He's not bypassing Congress. These are things that are clearly within the jurisdiction of the President of the United States. Because people in other countries, they don't have a, quote, right to come into this country. It's a privilege to come into this country, but it's not a right. And so, therefore, the President of the United States, as Commander-in-Chief and protecting Americans, he has the authority to say, these particular nations right now, we're going to have a temporary halt on immigration and refugees just from these 7 nations. The presidents are allowed to do that. Barack Obama did that in 2011. Remember that? He did that with Iraq. Jimmy Carter did this in 1980 with Iran. The left didn't have meltdowns. But here, the Obama administration, Assistant Attorney General Sally Yates, she says she's, quote, not convinced that Trump's order is lawful. Not convinced it's lawful. She said, nor that his defense was consistent with the department's obligation to always seek justice and stand for what is right. It's not the Attorney General's job to tell the President of the United States, here's what I think is morally or ethically or politically right, and this isn't politically right. That's not the job. If he violates the law, then she should hold him accountable. But this doesn't violate the law. So she made a political decision here in doing this. By the way, even liberal left-wing Harvard University law professor Alan Dershowitz, even he said she made a mistake. She made a political decision. So Donald Trump did the right thing. He said, you're fired. And then he replaced her with Dana Bente, who is serving right now as acting Attorney General while waiting on the Democrats to do their job regarding Jeff Sessions. So that's where we sit at this point.